Yo, what's going on? It's D-Man. In this video, I want to break down why it's important to learn the ground game on UFC, or why it's important to me. I'm not saying I'm the best UFC player out there. Definitely not. Nobody watching this video is the best either. But I still want to help people out with this game. I want to give my 3 reasons on why it's probably a good idea to take some time and learn how to block transitions, reverse transitions, and go for submissions, because people really don't want to do that. They want to have a KO fest. It's not the wave. It really isn't to me. I mean, yeah, when I first started watching UFC, yeah, I wanted to see people get knocked out. But then there came a time when I was excited to see people get tapped out also, see people get ground and pound. You know, I don't know. That's just the way I am. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this video. I'm going to show you some ranked gameplay from divisions I had the other day. Some wins, some losses, because people are starting to ask, yo, D-Man, do you lose on this game? Of course, man. Everybody loses on this game. No one is undefeated. But you see me reverse that takedown for a submission. Yeah, I drew that intro out just so you can see that. Yup, that's what I do. Bendo gone, man. Carlos Condit is one of my favorite welterweights. It's weird because I didn't like him on the first UFC game, but on this UFC game, he's nice. I don't know what it is, man. So let's go ahead and get into the first reason. Reason number 1, when you go to the ground and you're on top and you know what you're doing, you have control of the fight. D-Man, what do you mean by control? I have control. No, when you're standing up, banging, going toe-to-toe with somebody, you really don't. Now, I'm showing you an L right here. I'm Cowboy Cerrone, and I'm going against Jose Aldo, and you're going to see me take a mean L. Why? I don't know why. We was just standing up, and I got clipped. That's the problem. I know we've all had a fight. Don't lie in the comments. I know. You tagging somebody up. 2-piece, 3-piece, high, low, high, kick. He getting tagged up, and all of a sudden he get a kick off, he get a punch off, you rock, you on the ground, and he finish you. Don't lie to me. I know. You don't have to be afraid to admit it. Or maybe it's happened to you. You getting tagged up, and you got lucky and not somebody else. That's because you weren't on the ground, you standing up, and anything can happen when you're going toe-to-toe. Now, some people like that, but me, I'm a sore loser. I want to have control of the fight, you know, especially in ranked. In unranked, I don't really care, but this is ranked right here. So, yeah, I don't like to lose. So, anyways, you see me going against Aldo, and I'm not saying I was completely beating him, because he catching me with uppercuts, he catching me with kicks, but I do feel like the match was kind of even, right? That's what I feel like. You know, I feel like I was hitting him with some powerful shots. He was hitting me with some powerful shots. And we was going back-to-back on combos. You see me block the Muay Thai knee. But the problem is, I kept standing up with Jose Aldo. Mainly because Cowboy Cerrone, his ground game on this game, it's not really good. I believe it's an 83 on the ground. Or it's definitely in the low 80s. So, no, I just didn't want to take him to the ground for no reason. And you see I caught a spinning back fist out of nowhere, and I could not block the Muay Thai knee. You know, I'm kind of decent at blocking Muay Thai knees. I didn't block it, and he finished me. Now, I didn't go to the ground. I was standing up, and that's what happens. You really don't know if you're going to win or lose. You really don't unless you completely beating somebody's ass. Even then, they can still clip you. So, number 2, people don't understand the ground game. Easy dubs. I'm going to just leave it at that. Easy W's. Now, I picked Cerrone again, going against Northcutt. A lot of people want to see me use Northcutt, but I like Cerrone in this division. And you see me doing pretty well, blocking his transition, getting his stamina down pretty low. And that's a good thing about the ground game. You have control. You can get people to waste their stamina. And really, they start to feel helpless when they realize that they might not stand up again. I like making people feel that way. So he goes to the backside position. I'm still not tripping because I know he doesn't have stamina. I can get him in my guard, and I can go for the submission. And that's what I'm doing right now. When I say understand the ground game, you really have to understand it. Know when to block a transition, because sometimes I let people transition. I really do. And you got to know when you can go for submissions. And this is what I mean by easy W's. Look what happens here. I go to stage 2, and he stops. Like, he says, fuck it. I'm not going to win this fight. And he lets me win. This is a ranked match. And he just let me win. He just said, no, I can't do anything. And he knows it. Easy W's, man. There are so many people out there like this. Even in my last video, you can see in my last video, this man let me win because he just said straight up, yo, I don't do ground. And he let me win. Well, that's unfortunate for you because I happen to do ground. I'm sorry, that's what I do. But yeah, it's so many people out here like this. I've gotten like 2 or 3 wins just by people giving up. They say, I can't get out the submission. I don't want to get out the submission. I don't want to be in this fight. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm taking advantage of it. That's going to be an easy tap out. And I promise you, if you look at the FighterNet profiles of most of the top-ranked people, they have a lot of submissions. Either that or they have TKOs from ground and pound. I mean, once you do it, you will start seeing more W's. I promise you, that's how it was for me on Undisputed, or even on the last UFC game, EA Sports UFC, the first one. When I started going to the ground more, I started winning more. Another reason is, not only do you have control of the fight, but let's say you're standing up, hit somebody with a Superman, they still standing. Hit somebody with an overhand right, they still standing. A hook, they still standing. Head kick, they still standing. I don't know about you, but it's just mad inconsistent standing up, right? It feels like some things, they just don't hit hard. Or somebody, they have a chin. Like, I fight Nate Diaz a lot when I play divisions. And Nate Diaz, he has a chin, and he be getting bailed out because he can take hits for dead ass around 3 or 4 rounds. He can just take hits to the head. When you on the ground, initiated a ground and pound, you can get somebody out of there. Now, if you're like me, you really don't like wasting time. You don't like spending that much time on video games. You like playing it, but you don't want to spend that much time on it. So I get in, get out. That's what I want to do. Going to the ground can solve all your problems. Whether you're doing body shots from the top position. Damn, Bruce. Back at it again. But yeah, when you're on top of somebody, you can drop hammer fists, elbows, even shots to the body, and they do way more damage. And most of the time, people, they can't defend themselves. They blocking their head, go for the body. They not blocking their head, drop bombs on them. That's all you have to do. And I know a few people have peeped this in my videos. You can go back to my CM Punk video. Now, CM Punk, he's not the best fighter on this game. I'm sorry, but he's not. I know a lot of people got mad at me for saying that because they were wrestling fans. And I get it, I understand. But I'm just keeping it real, man. CM Punk, he's not the best fighter on this game. But I still beat Robbie Lawler, though. You know, I beat somebody else just by going to the ground, initiating a ground and pound. I got the backside position, and after that, it was a wrap. I do think the backside position is one of the most underrated positions on this game. Well, it depends on who you're fighting, because if you go against somebody that's nice at jiu-jitsu or something like that, they can get out of that real quick, or they can just stand up. But some people like Bruce Lee, for instance, you know, we're going to do this. You see me dropping bombs on them. But yeah, we're going to go to the backside position and pay attention how I time my shots. I'm telling you, that's one thing you need to learn. Just when it hit people on the ground and stuff like that. When you go to side saddle, know you can drop them bows. When you hip toss somebody, know that you're going to be inside saddle and you can drop them bows. So once again, you see me tagging up Bruce Lee, and he's going to transition. Now, Bruce Lee, it's hard for him to get out this position. And look, as soon as he try to transition, that's going to be a hammer fist. Every time. Try to transition, expose that big old head. Gone. Backside position is nice, but even then, man, it's just, I don't know, just going to the ground. You have more control. Easy W if you're fighting somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. And ground and pound is so effective, man. It really is. And I know there are some people out there that's just like, oh, no, I'm still not going to the ground. The ground game is boring. Look, standing up could be boring, too. I don't care what you say. I know you saw Houston Alexander versus Kimbo, Rampage versus Rashad Evans. I've seen some boring stand-up matches. Kanye versus Diaz. Come on, man. Look, UFC standing up and on the ground, they have boring moments, but at the same time, they have entertaining moments, you know? So let me know what you think of this video below. Did this help a little bit? I do want to do more tip videos, but I'm just not sure. Because like I said, man, I'm not the best at this game. But I do feel like I can just help some beginners out at least. I feel like I can do that. But anyways, I'll holler at you all later. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.